good morning or good afternoon from Brazil. We decided to go to the river and just to sit here to relax and to meditate, think about life. Sometimes we're coming here, and today I think was the perfect day because here it's really empty. No one, no one is around. I mean, somewhere far away, I saw guys been fishing, but here it's really calm, just birds and nature, really amazing. So, and yeah, I want to tell you, you see how it's warm in Brazil. I'm sorry, here is some sun getting through the leaves. So, yeah, how warm is in Brazil? You see, I'm using scarf and pretty warm clothes. Yeah, I'm living in the state of Paraná at this moment, and I can say that here, let's say today, we had at night about +1, +2 Celsius, and it was really cold. For you to understand that in Brazil there is no central warming systems. Let's say like I'm Ukrainian, so I'm used to that, like in the whole country in Ukraine we have that, and for us it's normal. But here in Brazil, people warming up themselves whatever way they can. And I can say that here, let's say most of the warmers are electrical warmers, like we are using. We bought a few days ago, like oil warmer. So it's, let's say, like metal thing with oil inside, and once you plug it in, the oil is warming up, and it's, let's say, giving the warmth to the room, and it's really good. It's functioning very well. Yeah, but a lot of people, let's say, using either AC. We have as well two ACs with the warm and cold regime, but we don't really use them much. Why? Because, for example, I'm pretty sensitive. AC is like taking out the oxygen out of the air of the room, so I don't really like that. And this oil warmer works for us pretty well. However, there are some other Brazilians who do not have any warmers. So what they do, they just put 3 layers of the clothes and trying to warm up themselves that way. Um, yes, it's pretty uncomfortable, but what to do? The good part that here in Brazil, let's say most of the time, the daytime, like today, it's pretty warm, like +19, +20, and then only at night the temperature is going down rapidly. I would say, let's say, like today, I guess it's about +20. Yeah, on the sun +20, and then at night was +2. So there is such a big difference, right? Yeah, and let's say if you're coming to Brazil, you need to understand as well. There are a lot of people who I see videos in the internet, like, or reels. People say, oh, okay, here is the summer all year long, all year long. But you need to understand that most of those people, they are stopping in São Paulo or Rio de Janeiro, or let's say somewhere in the northeast where there is, that's true, it's much warmer. But Brazil is a huge country, so you need to understand that in southern part of Brazil, sometimes it can even snow. So the temperature is getting 0 and below 0, right? So you need to understand how it works here in Brazil. Like in state of Paraná, I would say it's like central, closer to south part, and sometimes it can be pretty cold. They don't really have minus as far as I know, like from my own experience. Maybe it was 0, like slight minus, but I never see snow here in Paraná. Yeah, but let's say, be ready, be prepared. And yes, just a reminder for you, if you don't know, here in Brazil now it's winter, because we are in the southern sphere. There are some people asking, like when I say, for example, it's June, July, here is winter, and people are like, how come here is summer? Like, so if you're watching from the northern sphere, yes, there is summer, here is winter. Because we are below the equator. And yeah, there is a small part, the birds very loud. There is the small part of Brazil on the north, whereas the division of equator is on the northern sphere, but the the biggest part is in southern sphere. All right, so yeah, here is winter. And depending on the city, yes, there are some parts of Brazil where there is all year long summer, but on the south there are, let's say, I would say like I would say they're not here in Paraná. I will speak about Paraná, being more clear, right? There are not really 4 seasons, let's say, like I'm used to in Ukraine, like when the leaves are falling down, everything is gray, and then snow. No, it's I would say like more like 3 seasons: super hot, then like nice and warm, and then let's say in winter it can be temperature pretty low and a lot of rains. So this is how it works here. And like first few years I was living in São Paulo capital, and São Paulo state as well. And the lowest temperature in August I was experiencing like about +7. It was not really comfortable, but it was, and there's fishermen. Not really comfortable, but let's say I could survive because it's only for a few days. So it was all right. Yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you. If you want to come to Brazil, to know what to expect, right? And I would like to show you the beauty of surroundings here now. See, there is the river. Today is very sunny day, beautiful. And look at this beauty of the sun. See, no one is around. It's time just to sit, to relax and think. That's what I'm gonna do now. Look, I found woodpeckers. Beautiful with orange heads. Wanted to show you some ants. You see how busy they are here in Brazil. Now it's winter, so they're preparing some things. They're pushing some of the grass, I don't know, some plants in their house, into their house. And anyways, I think all year long they are working. See, it's small, but the stuff is pretty big. However, I wanted to say that I had few times this kind of ants biting me, and it's really like uncomfortable. It's kind of the same feeling like a bee is biting you, like for a few minutes, very painful. And then what I do mostly, I just put like lemon juice or lime juice or the vinegar just to calm down the pain. It helps just for you to understand. Here in Brazil they have very different kinds, like from very small ones until huge ones. And by the way, in some parts of Brazil until now there are very big ants, so they taking out the, let's say, like a butt. I'm sorry if I'm saying wrong way, but let's say the back side of the ant, and they're eating that. I have a feeling that it's the idea of natives. So I never taste yet, but just for the information. We just got back from waterfalls Iguaçu, and this past few days we had really heavy rains, so we decided for sure it's time to go and see the power of nature. And I'm going to show you now a few videos how it looked. It was just amazing. about 6 million of liters of water is going down every other second.
Então nós temos a intenção, reafirmando nesse momento, de fazer com que o nosso casamento seja bom para melhor.
Sem qualquer falsidade, vivendo a verdade, expressando a glória do Senhor, uma família, vivendo compromisso.
A few months ago, I was trying to multiply a ZZ plant, and I put some leaves here, and you see, after a few months, it has already bulb and nice root. You see, like all of the leaves got some nice roots. Yeah, it took about a few months to wait for that, and I'm gonna be planting now in the soil. And as well, I was putting some of them to the water, and I would say that in the water, yes, they, there we go, hope you can see. Yeah, you can see as well, it gave some roots, but I would say that in the water, it's not that good as in the soil or like any other substance. Like here, I was using the vermiculite. So it really made the good roots. Let me see here. There we go. You can see how great they are. So I think in vermiculite is a bit better than water. And here as well I have my avocado plant growing. I'm gonna plant it now. You can see how huge is the seed and how huge already the roots are. I just put it in the water, and it took also but about a month to get growing. I'll plant it now. And here I have, you know what is this? This is passion fruit. So yeah, I put some seeds, I planted, and this is already the small passion fruit plants. Actually, I thought that passion fruit is the tree, but it's not. It's the plant which is like liana, like the hanging plant, you know, which is like growing on the trees and so on. So it needs something to catch on. So I'll be planting it now, and hopefully we will see some fruits. Also, I want to show you which is called horta in Portuguese, like a small place where you know, you plant some greens, like dill, like parsley and so on. So I planted here. These ones are parsley growing already, and here is the green onion, but it looks like after rain it doesn't feel very good. It's very thin one. So you see, here is zucchini, looks like growing pretty well. I put it here. There is salad, and here I have cucumbers growing, but because the plants are very close to each other, so I'm gonna take out some of them so they will have some more space to grow here. And also over there you can see the whole line of tomatoes. Also they're pretty close to each other, so I need to give some space to them. Yeah, so hopefully this year is gonna work out, because last year I planted here in Brazil, I planted seeds like in October, and it was really hot. By December it was super hot here, like plus 40 Celsius, and so plants didn't really survive. This year I planted in the end of May. Now it's getting, let's say, winter in Brazil, so the temperature will be lower, but for plants looks like it's fine. We'll see if we can harvest something in a few months. And here I planted some flowers, so they already start growing pretty fast. As well, I'm gonna replant some of them because it's too close and they need some space. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. Here is the, I call it Kana, blooming. And here in the pot I have Alyssum and Petunia. So after rain, some days we have a lot of rain, some days sun, so you can see it start like really growing like long. Yeah, I need to replant it. So hopefully we're gonna see some flowers this year. Today is Copa do Mundo or World Cup. So we are watching how Brazil plays against Morocco. And until now, it's already the second game. They are keeping 1-1. So we gathered with our friends, made churrasco or Brazilian barbecue, and everyone is watching. I'm not a big fan of football, of soccer, but I just like to see the emotions of people, how people react, how Brazilians are active fans of their team. A lot of emotions here. My husband was in charge for churrasco today. He's the captain of barbecue. Today we were in Bistro, which called Las Carolinas here in the city Foz do Iguaçu, and it's located close to downtown of the city. And we had, let's say, like lunch brunch, and it was really, really good. Especially, I love the presentation. Did you like, babe? Enjoy?
Loved, delicious. As she said, presentation beautiful and very tasty, rich,
Yeah.
amazing.
Fresh, and the presentation was amazing. Even chocolate was great as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you now. How was that? Especial. Obrigada. Obrigada. Look at this beautiful serving of the tea. They cut the apple like a rose, and then once you are pouring the hot water, this rose start opening. Really beautiful. And here is the croissant with pistachio. Good morning from Argentina side of waterfalls Iguaçu. Today I'm with Natalia, with my friend. So we are going to see now the beauty of the nature, the power, and I'm gonna show you as well. I know that a lot of people love to watch unpacking, so today I'll be unpacking and showing you some of the prices of the products which I bought here in Brazil, like a regular grocery. So today I spent about $40. I'm converting 200 reais. Most of the time I'm counting like $1, 5 reais. But because like every day something changing, of course it can be a little bit more or a little bit less. But for me it's just easier to count in my head. So this is the list I bought today, and I'm gonna show you now. So I got today beetroots and then some mayonnaise. Don't have much time to make my own mayonnaise, even though I know how to make it, but we don't need it really often, so I just buy whenever it's needed. Then I bought some cream, like heavy cream. Then I have some onions, like this package, some mozzarella. Ervilha, it's green peas, like snow peas, I think it's called as well in English. Then some kiwi. I got some batata palha. Batata palha is really popular here. It's, if to explain, it's kind of like French fries, but in the style of potato chips, like round chips. It's like long one, crunchy, and most of the time they use it for like to put on the top of some dishes, like hot dogs or stroganoff. It's not really that stroganoff which we use to cook in Eastern Europe, but here it's Brazilian style, I would say, and for sure on the top has to be this batata palha, like dried French fries, thin one. All right, and then I got some potatoes. Here, by the way, in Brazil, regular potatoes, I saw only one kind, because again, let's say in Ukraine, we have like at least, I think, 5 different kinds of regular potatoes. But I'm already used to it, so that's totally fine. And I'm not counting sweet potato, right? Just a regular one. Then I got some greens. Here is parsley and regular, like spring onions. And then I got today some cheese, provolone, like smoked one. In Ukraine, we have the same cheese, but like in the style of French braid. Here I didn't see like that one, but however, the taste is the same, and I kind of miss that, so I decided to buy it. Yeah, it's about like, let's say $5. Yeah. And then I bought my favorite coffee, even though we have coffee machine, but I'm used to drink instant coffee because I like the taste of this one. So today it was 26 reais, and yeah, it's about $5 for 100 grams. And then I bought some Nescau. Nescau, it's like chocolate drink. Yeah, so let's say you just mix it with milk, and that's it. Sometimes I like to drink it. Then I got some regular packaged milk. I got some tomatoes. Yeah, by the way, in state of Paraná, I see it most of the time that here they're selling tomatoes, but like already ripe one, nice and red. When I was living in São Paulo, like for a few years, it was very difficult to find ripe tomatoes. Actually, I never found it. So mostly it's like they're selling green one or just a little bit pinkish. I think because of the transportation, it's easier in São Paulo state to stay in shops, right? So, and then I got some mushrooms. I would say that Brazil is not really like mushroom culture. I'm comparing it with Eastern Europe. So let's say in Eastern Europe, we have a lot of different kinds and fresh, dry, like whatever, and it's not that expensive. Here, champignons, I would say, pretty much expensive. And the fresh ones, champignons and other kinds, you can find only where, I would say more international people coming, like gringos. Those stores where more people from another countries coming there. That's what I saw. And these ones, like champignon in conserva, like marinated already, I cannot say that I really love the taste, because I'm used to my own marination. As my parents before had a business, we were planting mushrooms. So let's say I have my own taste for the conservation, for marination. But anyways, as I'm gonna be cooking today something, I will need mushrooms, so I bought it as well. And then we coming to the meat part. So I got some beef, which cost for 1 kilo $56.98. It's about $11 per kilo. It's a good quality. I'm gonna be cooking. Then I got some chicken, there we go. So 1 kilo cost here $16.98. It's about $3, let's say. And here is another chicken, like chicken drums, $19.98. So let's say $4 per kilo. Hello. An interesting part, I don't remember if I already told you, interesting part about beef or veal. Here in Brazil, Brazilians, whenever they say carne, it's meat. Let's say general word for the meat. But whenever Brazilians say about carne, so it means he or she is going to be talking about beef or veal. Let's say chicken or pork, not really considered as carne. And for me, it was like really a mixture in my head, because whenever I was asking my husband, so like what we're going to be cooking today, what we're going to be eating, he was saying like, carne. And for me, it's like, so what kind of carne? Carne is meat. What kind of, sometimes some Brazilians are saying like about meat of pork, like pork. They are saying carne de porco, but it's really rare. And if in case it's written just, let's say something, coxinha de carne, or something of carne. So it's gonna be for sure veal or beef, just for you to know how it works here. So you don't need to double check what kind of meat they're inside of some whatever dish. Yeah, so confusing, but it is what it is. Just need to get used to it.